Hey everyone, Averball here, and today we're playing The Cloud. And this has been developed by Adriano, Silva, and Aaron Wise. Aaron Wise, that sounds familiar. I don't know. But yeah, you can find this over at Itch.io. I have a link down below, you can all check it out. And I don't know if this game's on Steam either, but if it is, I have a link to that also. So I don't know what the game is about. Just a cloud. We can make choices. It has 19 endings. Ugh, 19 endings. I don't. We're definitely not going for all of them. We might just go for one. I don't know. We'll see. How to play. To play the game, simply read the text and select which response you find the most interesting. Some responses leave you with more questions than answers, and so multiple playthroughs will be required. Some answers can cause death, while some can lead you to figuring out the origins of the cloud. You can skip text by clicking inside the text bar at any time. Press the R key at any point will restart the game from the beginning. Take your time, have fun. Okay, I will try. Ooh, weather alert. A cloud is in your area. Please follow the security measures. Lock all doors and windows. Turn off all lights. Stay indoors. Do not... Okay, sure. The cloud is nearly above your house. What will you do? Lock doors and windows. I save? Nope, I guess not. You turn the key and lock the doors and windows, filling the house with a sensation of safety. What do you do now? Turn off the lights? They told me to do that, right? You quickly press all of the switches around the house, making it as dark as a cave. The low light coming through the window is more than enough for you to see your way around. Now we wait. Look out the window? In the low light, you can see the cloud outside. It's big and gray, with a dark spot in the middle. It looks like a gray egg yolk, covering the entire town in a rain made of a mysterious liquid. You wonder why you grew up hiding from it, and seeing everyone hide from it as well. It looks harmless, even less dangerous than the average rain. There's no thunder in the cloud. Let's just keep looking at it. Oh? The more you look at it, the more it feels hypnotic. It's soothing. Maybe it's the rain or something in the vast gray formation above everyone's head. Slowly, you fall asleep, but it feels different from your regular sleep at night. You're aware of everything, and the dark you see before your closed eyes feel like a screen about to be turned on. Soon, you see something, even with your eyes closed. Green particles moving around and taking the form of unknown letters, an alphabet. Words made of green symbols running through your inner screen, getting faster and faster. The words get smaller and distant, abundant like ants inside the hive. They move with impressive speed. Then, everything goes dark. All I can do is continue. It feels like a couple of minutes before you start having a crazy dream. It's fun, like a video game. You feel thrilled in this exaggerated simulation. In this fun dream, you're this alien entity fighting hordes of enemies with your abnormal strength. It feels like you can win a war alone, even against the upgraded enemies, like the ones that can shoot projectiles. Game over? You'll be Wait, what? The upgraded units took you down with their long-range weapons. You fail and see a game over screen. In reality, you were shot 12 times, until someone finally aimed at your skull. You were in the middle of the street, attacking people like an uncontrollable beast. The authorities took you down, claiming that stress led you to have a psychotic state. Ending 6. Okay. So we weren't actually playing a game, it turns out. We must have went outside. Okay, so we have to wait for the thing to come up. Please follow the security measures. Yep. Windows, doors, lights off. My word's supposed to... Do not touch door or... The cloud is nearly above. We're gonna lock the doors and windows. Of course. And turn off the lights. All lights must be off. Dark as possible. And listen and use headphones. Hey, who's at my window? I see someone over there. Your relaxation is interrupted by someone, desperate, knocking at the window and door. The person seems to be suffering. The voice mixing with the sound of the rain makes any word hard to distinguish. How do you react? Let's tell them to go away? Now let's open the door. Let's be a gentleman. Someone is in danger. You're sure of it. You rush to the door completely taken by empathy and open the door. A silhouette trips and falls inside the house, right next to you. You close the door to prevent anything else from getting inside. Help them up. Keep the light off. You reach for the person in the dark. It seems to be a man, and you help him get up. Please don't turn on the lights, he begs with a distorted voice, sounding like something is stuck in his throat. You ask what happened, as you help him get to the kitchen to sit on a chair. It's the first time you've seen a person who walked under the cloud. It feels like a perfect chance to understand it. That thing out there, I've been tracking it, researching it. It hasn't a natural phenomenon like our parents heard from years ago. It's out of control. It's stable now, but it can change. The man has a hard time breathing, but is passionate about what he has to say. You listen with patience, as it's useless to call an ambulance now. They won't drive under the cloud. When you're under it, sometimes, it thinks you're fit for it. It takes you up there, and you see the truth. It tricked my brother, and I couldn't stop trying to understand it since then. It chooses people, but we can't tell anyone about the light. He relaxes his body without strength to move or talk anymore. All he can do is breathe. Worried about his last words, you get a blanket and cover him completely, to keep him from seeing light after the event outside happens. Yes, he whispers, seeing the blanket. As soon as the cloud is gone, you call an ambulance and explain everything. It takes less than 5 minutes for the siren to be heard. As soon as you open the door to meet the paramedics, everything goes dark. You wake up on your couch, and there's nothing in the house. No signs of the man. The blanket is in your room, as if it wasn't touched at all. Mystery. Wah, wah, wah. Your closest neighbors say they saw a vehicle stopping by your house right after the cloud went away. But it wasn't an ambulance. It was a black van with tall men in suits, ending 5. So just like aliens, is that what the cloud is? Maybe like in the middle of the cloud is like a spaceship? That's what I'm thinking. Alright, let's go for another. What do we got? 5 and 6? What should we do this time? Guess we should maybe just be an ass. I don't know. I'll tell him to go away. Alright, I want to see what the bottom one says. Do not open the door for anyone. Do not... Okay. Well, I opened the door for someone, but nothing happened to me. I was, pretty safe. Off lights. We'll sit and use headphones. And go away. Oh, what the hell? The supposed victim suddenly becomes full of rage. The person isn't knocking anymore. but kicking and punching the door with power. You get up, and the third hit brings the door down. It's too strong to be a normal person. This silhouette of a man comes in, scratching the walls like an animal. Before you can do anything, he moves with speed and enters the dark. The big pupils in the shadows probably see in the dark, but you don't. There's no time to fight back, no object to grab, no space to dodge. He bites you quickly like a dog, then stretches back and punches your head against the wall. You land a punch, but he turns his face quick enough to bite your hand while digging through your skin with the tips of his fingers. In seconds, your insides are violently removed and thrown around like red and white ropes. You're covered in warm blood, with the pain staying with you until your last breath. Aww. Wah wah. You're found lifeless, your body completely made unrecognizable by someone with uncontrollable rage. The killer is still on the loose. Ending 4. Alright, 4, 5, 6. We'll probably get ending 3, I think, because we're going to ignore him this time. I'm really liking this. And it goes pretty quick. Maybe I will go for all the endings. Who knows? Alright, what's the middle one? I never got to finish the whole thing on it. Do not touch door, drink the liquid. Okay. Gotcha. Lock doors and windows. Check. Turn off lights. Check. Time for some tunes. Check. This guy's bothering me. Ignore him. Well done. The desperate silhouette outside fades in the rain, and, after some time, the cloud is gone. You can go back to your daily routine, safe and sound. Ending 1. Oh, okay. I thought we were going to get ending 3. Okay. What to do? I guess now it's time to just mess around. Wish I could skip this. Okay. Get on with it. I think we opened the door last time, didn't we? Or the first time. That's when we went outside, isn't it? Let's just lock the door. No, I should keep doing lock door and windows to get all those options. Right? Now we're going to keep the lights on. The cloud is nearly above your house. What will you do? Throw a towel over the liquid. Sure. Out of sight, out of mind. In your haste, you dart to your room and grab a blanket instead of a towel, something big enough to soak up the entire puddle. You cast it over the kitchen floor and watch as it slowly drinks up the liquid, with fresh raindrops falling and melting into the blanket. The blanket begins to move. Wait and see? Sure, I'm curious. It might be curiosity, but you remain still, watching the blanket rise and take on a ghostly shape. It moves closer, and you wonder if you should try to communicate with this unexplainable force. But before you can utter a word, the blanket leaps at you with tremendous speed, fully enveloping you from head to toe. You try to scream, but the blanket tightly seals your mouth, wrapping around you tightly. Pressure and pain mount as you breathe through your nose, hearing the sound of your bones snapping. As your broken ribs tighten around your lungs, you fade into endless darkness. Packed! Your body is compressed into a floating red ball, contained by the blanket full of the mysterious liquid that rained down from the cloud. Ending 2. Nice. Alright. Let's see. Maybe we'll get ending 3. Let's, fill the hole in the window. In a hurry, you grab a pan and place it over the hole in the window, seeing that it's the perfect size, but it won't stay on its own. You grab some tape and force the pan to remain in place, covering the hole while the tape seals the cracks. Now, the raindrops hit the metal, creating a haunting sound like a strange musical instrument being played for the first time. As you apply the last pieces of tape, your foot slips briefly. Looking down, you realize you've stepped into the expanding pool of the liquid you've been warned to never touch. Scared and confused, you freeze, afraid to move. Your mind wavers between skepticism and fear, but the liquid won't wait for you to decide. The layer beneath your white foot stirs, spinning so fast that your bone snaps, and you collapse to your knees. The liquid rises, defying gravity, and begins to envelop you. It's a thin, wet layer over your skin and clothes. The sound of your bones breaking is loud, echoing through the house as the liquid starts folding you from the feet upward. Your screams are lost in the cacophony of the rain and snapping bones. Well, like we're in a gimp suit. Your body is found like a human origami. Ending 3. We are now going to light a candle. Let's see what this does. You remain in the dark, but dare to light a candle. Its gentle glow illuminates your path through the house. Yet, it also casts a faint, haunting light visible through the window. Book. Books are good. You grab a copy of War of the Worlds and start reading. The mystery in the narrative now feels eerily similar to your current situation. Suddenly, your relaxation is shattered by someone desperately knocking at the windows and door. The person seems to be in distress, their voice mingling with the sound of the rain, making any words difficult to distinguish. How do you react? Oh no, this again? I think it's going to be all the same options, or endings. Just do ignore. No, if I... No, because we turned on a light. Let's try ignore. Oh, we still got well done. And look out the window this time. As you reach the window, you see the wet drops running down the glass and wonder why you weren't taught to call that liquid instead of water. You watch the drops hitting the street, but there's something unusual about it. The rain falls in perfect order, drops side by side. You've seen something like this before. It's exactly like a shower. Take notes. You grab a pen and paper and start taking notes of what you see, even sketching the patterns of the falling rain, adding details. You remember the fear in the eyes of your grandma every time the cloud came, and how this fear was diluted in your parents and in you, resulting in this handwritten file. As you write your thoughts, something absurd begins to happen. The liquid starts going back. It gathers over the asphalt and begins to travel upwards, like a reverse rain. What fell from the sky ascends, accompanied by a fake rain noise echoing, pretending it's still falling. Without proper attention, one might think it's an illusion, but you see the reality. Fight for the truth. Like all this. Little clue board. You document everything you've seen, and once the cloud is gone, you start interviewing people. You write a book about your findings, and the book is a success. People want answers from government, and you start a social movement. They have to let the people know about the cloud. Ending 7. Now we're going to open the window slightly, just a little. And some water got in. A daring experiment. You open a small window gap and wait for the right moment. As soon as a drop falls in the inner side of the window, you quickly lock it. Now you have a sample, something you can see closer. You can examine for yourself. Drink it. We're stupid, let's do it. You've always wanted to see if it tastes like water, and surprisingly, it does. It disappears in your mouth, mixing with your saliva. It's a bit anticlimactic. You thought it would taste like something new, but it's just regular water falling from the sky. You wonder if it's just some sort of social control experiment to see if people will question anything they're told by authorities. Oh, the door. What's at the door? Seeing no danger in it, you decide to open the door and windows. As you reach the entrance of the house, you hit your head with uncontrollable force. The involuntary movements get stronger and force you again and again. Blood runs down your face as your entire body loses control and keeps trying to destroy itself. You end up smashed against the door. Ending 10. We're not thirsty this time, we're just gonna watch it. A clean water drop sits on the side. It fell from outside a few seconds ago, and it's still wobbly. In fact, the movement doesn't seem to be fading. It's consistent. The mysterious fluid starts to slide towards the glass. From afar, one would believe it's some sort of insect crawling over the window. Oh, stop it with a cup. Yeah, that didn't work out too well for us. You grab a cup and use it to block the path of the liquid, making it go idle for a second. It stays there, analyzing the surrounding glass and what's beyond it. Suddenly, the drop compresses itself and jumps as fast as a bullet, breaking the glass and piercing your hand so swiftly that you can only feel your body retract. Drop hits the roof and bounces in all directions with extreme speed, slicing through your thigh like butter. It takes less than a second for it to travel around the room, piercing everything in its path. Now you're dizzy, blood spraying from multiple wounds. It's hard to breathe. The world is getting dark. You cough and fall to the ground, seeing a tooth that was removed from your mouth with flashing speed. Cheese! Actual cheese. Your body is found pierced hundreds of times. It'll be hard to determine the correct number of the wounds. The window is broken, and whatever attacked you is gone. Your body looks like cheese. Ending A. What will a candle do to this droplet? I wouldn't imagine much of anything, but let's try. You hold the flame under it, making it form bubbles. A sound emits from it, growing louder and louder. Determined to see how much it takes to evaporate it, you persist, not noticing a mysterious puddle sliding inside the house from under the door. As the puddle draws closer, it gains size and takes on a human-like shape. It grabs your shoulder and turns you around. There's no time for a reaction. The translucent humanoid in front of you hits you with the speed of a rocket. Another punch and your ribs are gone. You can't even scream for help. It's as if the sizzle of the small drop was a call for backup. 9. I'm thinking open the door. Did I already try opening the door before? Can't remember. You open the door and dare to go against common sense. Curiosity has taken over your mind. Have you never seen or heard of any casualties? Did I do this yet? Let's touch the rain. I can't remember if we've done this. Raise an arm, letting a single drop land on your skin. Nothing. Shake it off, bring your hand to your nose. Checking for any chemical scent. The liquid has no smell at all. Reinforces the thought that everything you thought you knew about the phenomenon might be nothing more than a myth. Let's walk outside. defying all the warnings you've heard. You step outside, letting the rain drench you. You stand there for a few seconds, testing it, determined to prove that it was all a myth. Stay in the rain. It's a nice rain day, nothing's happening. Let's enjoy it. The rain surrounds you, and something starts pulling you up. The pulling is so strong that in a matter of seconds, you're inside the cloud. Your flight halts abruptly. In the darkness, you feel movement and see blinking lights. Suddenly, the thing in front of you flashes a sequence of lights. They're so bright, it feels like they enter your body. Your head is heavy, and you can't breathe properly. You closed your eyes and saw yourself back on the street. In a second, your body's still aching from the weird flashes of the sensation of something moving inside your skull. Ew. A little wormy in there. You feel tired, but you head back home. For some reason, the light coming out of it makes you feel worse. You shake and feel extremely weak. Anger begins to fill up inside you. You could rip your own flesh apart. You just want to hunt and kill anyone in your path. Ending 8. Wait, ending 8. Didn't we get 8 already? It was different than this, though. Alright, we're going to go back inside. I think that's something we haven't done yet. You laugh it off and head back inside. It seems like it was all a joke. A story passed down for generations to scare people. Feeling confident there's nothing to fear, you turn back to the living room. Suddenly, your movement is halted by something cold against your leg. You look down and see a translucent tentacle emerging from the door, wrapping around your leg. Resist? Sure. You won't let it take you. You try to hold on to anything nearby, even the door itself. At first, the water drags you around like a snake, but as soon as it notices your strength opposing its pull, it changes drastically, like an angry animal. The translucent tentacle lifts you and slams you against the wall of your house, violently. Your weight and strength are nothing against it. You're found lifeless. Your body completely made unrecognizable by someone with uncontrollable rage. The killer is still on the loose. Huh? Ending 4. Wait a minute. Ending 4? We had that. 2 of the endings we got, ones we already got, number 4. Because I've been marking them down. I have 1 through 10. Then we got a 4, which I don't remember that happening. And then I can't remember what the other one was. But, okay, maybe those are different endings. I don't know. Maybe it was a glitch. But we're going to take it with us. Why not? It'll be a little pet. The rain surrounds you, and something starts pulling you up. The ceiling is so strong that in a matter of seconds, you're inside the cloud. Your flight halts abruptly. In the darkness, you feel movement and see blinking lights. Suddenly, the thing in front of you flashes a sequence of lights. They're so bright, they feel like they enter your body. Oh, okay. I think that this is no. Your head is heavy and you can't breathe properly. You close your eyes and saw yourself back on the street in a second. Your body's still aching from the weird flashes and the sensation of something moving inside your skull. You feel tired, but make it back home. For some reason, the light coming out of it makes you feel worse. We've already gotten 8. But we did something different to get it. Oh my god. Alright, so I think I've gone through all the options for open the door. I think lock the door and windows, we did all of them. I think. Just lock the door. And let's grab a lantern. This seems different. People usually use candles when it rains like this, but it's probably the same as using a small lantern. The focused light grants more long-range vision in the dark. Let's illuminate the sky. You approach the window pointing the lantern up, trying to see if it has enough power to reach the mysterious phenomena above your house. For a second, it seems like it won't be able to, but you're not sure. You might just need to focus a bit. I'm going to be picking just the bottom options. Check the street. You play with the flashlight a bit, pointing in all directions in the street, suddenly hitting a distant human-shaped silhouette. Despite being far away, it reacts to the light, starts twitching and shouting. You triggered it. You triggered something inside it. Hide and turn off the lights. Ooh. You quickly lock the window and turn off everything you can and run to your room. You pull the furniture to barricade yourself behind the door. The adrenaline grants you strength to complete the task in seconds. Tonight, you're staying under the bed, unable to sleep properly. You're paranoid, but you made a promise that you won't leave this room for anything in the world. You'll ignore anything unusual and follow the rules that were broadcasted on TV.
Well done.
What? Alright, so I trying different things and I keep getting the same endings for things. Okay, grab a lantern. We're going to check the roof this time. You don't want the rain invading the house from any unseen spot. So you start walking around looking for any hole that might cause a leak. Lantern makes it feel like you're in a ghost hunting show. It aids a bit of fun to the experience. Ads. I think it was supposed to be ads. Hey, I'm just reading it as I see it. Check the bathroom. The tiny bathroom feels different from the rest of the house, but you can't tell why. It's a sensation, something in the air. The light of the lantern is doubled by the mirror, but now the glass feels like a portal to a similar place, with a doppelganger looking at you from the other side. Touch the mirror. You touch the mirror with the tip of your finger, noticing it's just glass and there's no other version of you there. The sound of the rain makes you relaxed and sleepy. Maybe the shadows too. The sudden sleepiness takes over quickly and you notice your eyes closing with your reflection vanishing in the dark. You wake up on the bathroom floor, unharmed. The cloud is gone and everything is safe once again. You get up and see that your fingerprints left marks on the mirror. But you don't remember drawing that. Rows and rows of lines with dots that you'll copy and do your best to decipher. 11. Alright, I think we should leave the bathroom now. And, oh, yay. This ending again. Alright, we checked the roof, but we're gonna keep looking. We don't need to do anything with the bathroom. You keep looking. It looks like everything is intact, but you have to be sure. Your inspection is halted only by a suspicious noise coming from the kitchen. Instantly turning around, you hear the footsteps of someone invading your house. Who's coming? This one again. Let's be quiet as a mouse. Bathroom door shakes as a person tries to open it. You keep yourself silent and fully focus on reinforcing this last barrier between you and danger. Moments later, the house is silent again, and it sounds like the invader is gone. But now fear won't let you move away from the door. And we'll wait it out. When morning comes, why not? You'll be fine then. You open the door after a few hours, ready to risk your life in a fight against any invader. You walk silently through the house, but the invader is completely gone. The window is open. That's the only proof that someone was there. Nothing was stolen or destroyed, and you learn to never leave the window unlocked again. 12. Alright, let's check the street. It's probably going to be the same endings we've already done. You play with the flashlight a bit, pointing in all directions in the street. Suddenly hitting... Oh, wait. Alright. Hide and turn off the lights? No, we tried that. Defend. You go for the kitchen knife, wrapping your fingers around it, and you can almost feel the creature charging through the street to jump inside your house. It bursts the window open and roars loudly when it spots you. You have to defend yourself. Try to dodge? The creature charges and swings its arms, but you crouch and let it move, cutting its leg to make it trip and fall near the stove. Your heart races as it feels like the best time to act. Stomp on it. What's going on here? Jump over it, stomping and breaking some of its ribs. It tries to get up and rolls to the side, making you fall over the stove, hitting your head. Before you can recover, the thing grabs you and bites your shoulder. You scream and push it away. You have a fraction of a second to think, so you go for the burner and turn it on, lifting your body while guarding your neck. The fire hits the face of the beast, but it won't let you go. You can only hope it won't stop the burner. Don't give up. Keep going. Fight. Fight. The fire burns the head of the monster, boiling pot of its brain. In a last effort to survive, you grab the phone and call an ambulance. You hold your neck tightly to keep the life from leaking out of you. When you open your eyes, you're in a hospital with your neck stitched. You survived by a miracle. Wow, 17, we really jumped. Alright, let's just use the knife. Ooh, right to the face. You jump toward it, hoping to damage it. You avoid the bite and pierce the neck, but the monster ignores the pain. Blood doesn't come out of it like it would have from a human. You find the proper balance to kick the monster into the kitchen and gain a bit more space to defend yourself. The blood of the abomination is absurdly fast to coagulate when exposed to the air. The neck wound is covered in a thick red layer. Try to kill it. It's life or death. You stay in the firm stance, waiting for it to attack. It comes fast, and you do your best to grab the head and keep it away while the knife goes straight to the face. You quickly pierce the side of the jaw, damaging the tendon. With a swift motion, you pull it out and stab the shoulder multiple times, weakening the arm. The monster don't even realize it lost the strength to bite. Its face is no longer a weapon, and you use this opening wisely to kick it away. You hold the creature's good arm when it charges, and try to aim for the heart, piercing multiple times until you're lucky to hit it in the right place to pierce the heart. It works like a button to turn it off. The monster falls to the ground with its heart badly damaged, but it's still alive, halting all the movements to focus on healing its wounds. You stay there, making sure not to let it heal with the quick coagulation. You wait until you can call for the authorities, and that's what we'll do. They're like, we don't believe you, kid. You call the authorities and tell them what happened. After showing them the creature, they take it away for testing. Soon they show the public what can happen if you don't follow the rules. You were lucky to escape without a fine this time, since it was your fault for not following the correct procedure. But this experience was punishment enough. Alright, ending 15. So we got in trouble for it. Like, okay. I'm going to call it there. So we've got 1 through 12, 15, and 17. So if you guys want to go back, do it on your own, there's still 1, 2, 3, still 5 endings. Right? 1, 2, 3. No, 4 more endings you can get. 13, 14, 16. Nope, 9. No, okay, 5 endings. Yeah. But very cool. It's just, wow. That beginning part, I don't quite care for. Because all it is like, every time you do this, you have to go through that whole, the warnings. That takes a bit of time. It's like, oh, how many times do I have to go through that? But, very cool game. On that note, you all have yourselves a good one, and I will see you later.